because my English that time wasn't couldn't speak at that moment actually. But I was like aware of the tenses and all. As I told you, initially we are just focused about the grammar part. That I didn't focus about the speaking part actually. So I was also focusing on that only. Then but I had the idea I have to speak also. Then I came to college and like somehow with that God grace I went into the college as well, and I got the exposure there out there actually. So these all things kept me motivating, or even not motivating, actually kept me pushing me to work on myself actually. So sometimes we are compelled to improve ourselves. So that was a scenario actually, that others are speaking and I do have to speak. I do want to feel, I do want to feel like myself. Also wanted to make myself comfortable in that scenario actually. So these all, I'll say that maybe compulsion or the kind of force that was there, that was pushing me, that was actually that surrounding actually working as a pushover for me. So that's how that helped me to groom in this language.
Yeah, so hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Very good. Yeah, I'm good. How about you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So we are meeting first time, so may I know about you?
Sure, sure. Yes, my name is Atul Sharma, and I'm a teacher. And from the last 4 years, I have been working in a private school. I'm teaching English. And as far as my hobbies are concerned, so I love to play cricket and do yoga and meditation. That's all about me. How about you?
Wow.
Could you also introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, this is Chandan Lahiri, live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm also teacher, and if I discuss about my hobbies, so I love to interact with new people and traveling different places. Yeah, that's all about me.
Good to know that. So, do you also teach English only?
No, I teach every subject, not only English.
Okay. So, are you working in a school or like institution? Like what?
A school.
Okay. Good to know that. Good to know.
Yeah. Okay, so say something about your way of improving your English. Like how do you improve your English? Say something.
Sure, sure, sure. I mean, if I talk about my journey, so it wasn't as such, bed of roses, which we usually consider or which we want to have, like. But yeah, started my education from a government school, and I did not have that kind of background also, that that my family members are talking English, or like kind of that ambience we usually talk about for that. But somehow I just try to work, the self talk and all. So how I started actually from like my 11th onwards, from 11th onwards I started working on my vocabulary, then started learning some new phrases and words and all. And I became, actually, I'll say that I just went banana about these kind of stuff, so because I wanted to go into good college as well. So that's how I started. I motivated myself for this language, and thereafter there wasn't as such any time where I felt bored about this language. Although it was, taking my other, I wasn't able to do justice my other stuff. We do have all other discipline and subject as well, but when it comes to this language, so sometime I was just leaving other thing aside and just putting my effort for this language. I still, because I love to know, or learn some other aspect or the discipline as well. But more on like that, I'm toward this language only. So yeah, that's how I just get in my passion towards this language, and I have been consistent with that.
Wow. Really, I can say you improved a lot. You speak very nice. That's really great.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
So, I would like to know in this time what type of books have you been reading to improve your English?
Yes, I mean, truly speaking, I have been when we were actually in I'll say the senior secondary classes and all. So we used to go through the kind of novel that you we were given, or I mean, So, but initially, if I tell you that I have been preparing for civil services as well, so I was reading newspaper from the, from the scratch. I'll say, like I started reading the Hindi newspaper, so that I used to
Mm,
learn a lot of vocabs and lot of content. So that's how I used to consume a lot of content, and I become also aware of a lot of things about through that. So it actually developed my insight about different topics and all, and that I can present myself like front of anyone.
mm. Yeah, I think your strategy is really amazing, and due to that reason, you're being able to speak very nice, amazing, really.
Yeah, thank
Hmm.
you. I mean, I just, but still, like if people say, like, so right now you are saying that you are speaking very amazing or like flawless and all, like, but what I feel like, like I have also given it couple of years, like I say 7 8 years that I have given to you this language actually, as I also started teaching this language, so it also helped me a lot to to polish my this language as well. But what I want to tell, the kind of mistake that I committed as well during my journey, that I started realizing now actually, because
Hmm.
sometimes what happen when we are just a beginner, we just go for like the grammar part, or like I mean, initially what, if you talk about the actually academic and language, when it comes to speaking language, so both are altogether different. There are a lot of people out there who are very well when it comes to the grammar part, but on the other hand, when it comes to speaking, they still get stuck. Even a lot of doctor engineer will find out there, they are good at their field actually, they have passed the examination, but when it comes to speaking, when it comes to public dealing and all, in terms of this language, so they fumble a lot. So what I started, I just now able to figure out, we need to take them together actually. So that's how, because when we talk about communication, so English is also play a vital role in that aspect, and English is one of the part of basic communication. It's not everything about that as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, so I mean, I think that I just like, if I to come to talk about my pronunciation and all, initially I wasn't good. I was speaking, but I wasn't aware of this kind of thing. Like we have, lot of, like phonetic sound we talk about, IPA. So I wasn't initially aware of, because I never ever went through that process actually, or the kind of, like the school as well. But later on, I realized, okay, these are the also things that come into the picture when it comes to this language actually, whether as a teacher or as a like a gentleman like that. So later on, I started realizing that it also play a vital role, and it start working, like just couple of just couple of like years before only. So that's how I just want to say that we need to take everything together, go hand in hand with
Yeah.
your pronunciation, with your writing skills, with your speaking skills, with your reading skills, if you want to be completely, if you want to be well versed with this language. So that's
Hmm.
very important, what I realized later on, because earlier I was more focused about vocabs and or maybe somewhere writing something and all, or yeah, but I was missing so many things that time, so that I realized later on actually.
Yeah, that's a really great. Really. So, how do you overcome your fear whenever you connect with any new person?
Hmm. Uh, See, like as I told you initially that I am a teacher, so definitely each and every day I have to interact with a lot of students. Even so many parents are there sometime during the PTM, or we do have, like let me tell you that I have been the assembly in charge of my school, so I do had to conduct the assembly, or I do have to take care of a kind of event that were taking place in my school. So interacting with the student, my colleagues, and so other teachers and all. So, and we do have a lot of meetings in our school, so these all the things actually help me to groom myself and make me more like insightful about various things.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's why you well prepared yourself, and that's the
Yeah,
reason
like
you speak nice and you have more confidence level. That's a great.
thank, thank you.
So,
I mean, see,
yeah.
yeah, like initially what happened, like uh, see, the I firmly believe in one thing, like as much you will put yourself, or you will throw yourself into the kind of uncomfortable situation where you are like just getting butterflies in your stomach like that. So these things will make you, it will build you, it will mold you for the, upcoming your future. Like you can train yourself through that process. So that's very important rather than, just giving up or giving in at that moment. Actually, we need to, we need to go with, bold, to be bold and for that situation. So that's how actually. So yeah, like, as I told you in the beginning itself, my journey hasn't been the bed of roses. I also struggle a lot. I found myself like I wasn't good at this language, but that I'll say that consistency and all that played a vital role in this journey.
Yeah, you're right. So I have one question comes in my mind. As you mentioned, like you struggle a lot in order to
Hmm.
improve this language. So questions comes to my mind like how did you motivate yourself for a long time?
Hmm. See, like as we all are humans, so we do have the mind that always, want to go for some, for the, well, I'll say that instant gratification, or we want to do just the kind of thing that just give me instant motivation or instant pleasure actually. So the same thing has been with me as well. But I was, if visualize, or if we imagine something, okay, if I do this, it will happen. So I was like that when as I told you, when I was in 11th, 12th, so I had an idea that I have to go in one of the best college. Like we in Delhi, we have Delhi University, JNU, we are having and all. So I wanted to just get into one of the best college in DU, actually, Delhi University. So, and as I was from the government school, I knew that there are a lot of people. They would be from a different background, different, state of the society and all. So I wanted to prepare myself. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, you got proper reason in your life. You just made as a reason. That was very imperative for you to motivate yourself. That's very
Yeah.
remarkable, I would say. Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes we have to do something, that can be the reasons of our life to motivate self and improve what we want exactly in life, right?
Yes.
That's really incredible.
Um, Hmm. See, that's why we are told to take positive affirmation. We are told to do visualization, because if we visualize, suppose if you want to be that IAS officer and all, and if you visualize each and every day in the morning that now you start working as an IAS officer, you start feeling the kind of power, you start feeling the kind of, thing that you are making, that the kind of way, the way you are impacting the society, influencing the society. So you feel more, you start working, you start behaving in that way as well. So that's why it's very big, important that you start visualizing also, if I do this, it will happen. And one more thing, I think, through I do go through so many other podcasts and so many other, good content that can help me as a human being, not just for my career only, but as a human being altogether. So what I have relied through their experience actually, and even I also try to, experience by my own self as well, through my journey, through others journey. So I do just try to just take out some good thing from everyone. So what I have realized through that everything is that, rather than taking or making some big, target as such, that okay, I have to be an IAS officer, or I have to be the best motivational speaker. I think if we, break it in a, small bites and all, it can help us, or it can keep motivating us to keep doing our work actually. So we need to, we need to break our, suppose if someone want to be fluent in this language, so rather than just taking, okay, have to be fluent and this or that, I think we need to analyze that, what next day, what will be my next step for that, or we need to have a proper idea, proper strategy or layout for our this language actually. Okay, what I'm going to do in the next month, for the next week. So I think this smaller, or this way, if we just categorize this way, so it can help us on, and just also feel the, pleasure of getting or achieving your goal for that, or your target for that day, or for that movement, for that hour actually. So if we start appreciating this way, it helps us a lot. Suppose
Mm,
I decide that today I have to learn a 5 word. Okay, and I have decided that, and I will learn 5 words, and I frame 5 sentences with that also. So if I'm done with that somehow, so I have to also praise myself. Okay, I did it. I did this and I learned this word and all. Now I'm using that kind of word. So that actually help us. That today I did something. What if like you are taking that you want to be this for the in the like 4 years down the 4 year down the line or 2 years down the line, it is a very long period actually. And as I told you, our mind, we all are humans, we go for
Mm,
instant or quick, success actually. So that's very important that we also keep like motivating ourselves, because that's the very important thing. If you start criticizing yourself, because I have myself gone through actually this process, that I started criticizing myself. Sometime I used to do self what do you call that, self analytical talk, where I used to,
mm,
I'm good for nothing, like kind of. So actually, if you say these kind of words, these harsh words to yourself, actually, it impacts a lot. It is better if someone others are saying something like this, but if you start saying this thing by your own, so it actually kill your own identity, it kill your own, self actually. So that's very important that we start, understanding ourselves, and we start taking the positive affirmation, we start visualizing the things that it help us, and always go for smaller things, figure out that and break it into small bits and all, and then start, achieving these small things, and start, also realizing its pleasure, that, kind of I mean, the enjoyment that you get after having or achieving your goal. So that's very
yeah,
important.
yeah, you are right. And I'm really so much glad, to have conversation with you today because I learned a lot of things from you today. You really made my day.